Chosen one. A big wealth is on its way. God is with you. There are moments in life when everything starts to shift. The energy around you feels different. Your senses become heightened, and deep within your soul, something stirs. That's not coincidence. That's not random. That is divine movement. That is the universe rearranging everything in your favor. Chosen one, you've entered a sacred season. A divine alignment is taking place in your life, and it is pointing directly to one truth. Big wealth is on its way to you. Not just financial abundance, but the kind of wealth that touches every aspect of your life. Joy, clarity, peace, purpose, freedom, and blessings that overflow. You were not born to struggle forever. You were not meant to live a life of lack. God has marked you for abundance. Everything you've endured was never to break you. It was to prepare you for the magnitude of blessings that are about to flood into your life. So before we begin, stay with me until the very end of this video. The message unfolding here is no ordinary message. This is a sacred confirmation, a transmission of divine energy that will awaken something inside of you. Watch this with an open heart, with open hands, and with a spirit that is ready to receive. And while you do, I encourage you to write your warmest wishes in the comments below, and type 99 to lock in the energy of completion and manifestation. This is your way of signaling to the universe that you are ready, that you believe, that you are open. Because chosen one, wishes do come true when your spirit is aligned and your heart is pure. Let this moment be the bridge between your past and your wealthy future. Now, chosen one, like this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and let's begin. This isn't about greed. This isn't about fantasy. This is about divine inheritance. What you are stepping into now is the season where all the seeds you've planted in tears, in silence, in prayer, in effort, finally bloom. God has watched you carry the weight. He has seen you when you were on the edge, wondering if anything would ever change. And even in your doubt, you kept walking. Even in your confusion, you kept believing. You moved with faith. And now, that faith is being rewarded. There is a heavenly order for wealth, and it has your name on it, not just to elevate you, but to position you as a lighthouse for others. You are not receiving wealth just for yourself, but to become a vessel for divine purpose. That's why this is so much deeper than money. You see, real wealth is divine energy manifested into physical form. It's the echo of universal support becoming tangible. It's the confirmation that the struggle was not in vain. When you begin to receive this wealth, you'll notice that it aligns with who you truly are. It doesn't compromise your values. It doesn't ask you to lose your soul. Instead, it strengthens your light. It sharpens your vision. It empowers your mission. You won't just be richer, you'll be more whole, more aligned, more alive. The kind of wealth that's coming to you doesn't drain, it uplifts. It doesn't control, it liberates. Chosen one, you are not in this position by mistake. The timing of this message, the feeling in your spirit, the way your life has led up to this moment, it all confirms that something big is on the horizon. And this time, it's not something you'll chase. It's something that's being delivered. Your alignment, your faith, your consistency, your obedience has created a gravitational pull. The wealth is finding you. It's coming through people, through opportunities, through sudden shifts, through unexpected miracles. What used to seem so far away is now standing right at your door. And here's the thing. You're ready for it now. You're not the same person you were a year ago. You've been molded by divine fire. The losses you faced weren't losses. They were sacred redirections. The pain wasn't punishment. It was positioning. All of it was designed to awaken your authority and unlock your abundance. That's why now, you're going to receive differently. You're going to handle the blessings with grace. You're going to use your wealth to build, to elevate, to heal. You've outgrown your old mindset. And now your energy is a match for miracles. You must understand something important. Wealth responds to energy. And your energy has matured into divine magnetism. You're no longer operating from desperation. You're moving with certainty. You've detached from needing and stepped into knowing. That's when everything shifts. That's when doors open without force. That's when resources show up effortlessly. You're vibrating on the frequency of fulfillment, and the universe is echoing back exactly what you're sending out. It might come in waves. It might start subtly. But pay attention, because signs are already appearing. That random check in the mail, that opportunity you didn't expect, that person who suddenly believes in your vision, that breakthrough in your business or career. These are not coincidences. They're confirmations. They're glimpses of what's about to pour in. And once the momentum builds, it won't stop. This isn't just a moment, it's a movement. You've broken the cycle of lack. You've disrupted the generational patterns that held your family back. You are the first of your lineage to walk into divine wealth on this level. You are the evidence that a higher life is possible. Your story will inspire others to rise. And it starts now. With you. With this message. With this divine moment of recognition. No more shrinking. No more doubting. No more waiting for permission. It's already written. You are already chosen. And the wealth is already on the way. Every closed door, every delay, every detour. It all makes sense now. It was never denial. It was divine preparation. The right wealth at the wrong time can destroy a person. But you've waited. You've learned. You've evolved. You're not just asking for wealth. You're ready to steward it. That's why the floodgates are opening. That's why the gates of heaven are releasing what was always yours. And once it begins, you'll realize how perfectly timed everything was. There are moments when wealth comes in unexpected forms. A new connection, a shift in mindset, a download of divine ideas. Pay attention to all of it. Because divine wealth isn't just about receiving, it's about recognizing. When you become aware of the wealth around you, within you, and headed to you, you amplify its flow. That awareness is power. And you, chosen one, are waking up to your power like never before. You may feel the shift happening already. In your body, in your sleep, in your dreams. You may find yourself waking up with fresh energy, new thoughts, bold ideas. Don't ignore it. Lean into it. This is your season of acceleration. What took others years will take you months. What felt impossible will become inevitable. Because you're not moving alone. You're not manifesting by your own strength. You are co-creating with the divine. And nothing is more powerful than that alignment. Chosen one, you've entered your wealthy era. Not a moment, not a phase, an era. A divine unfolding of abundance that continues to grow, to multiply, to elevate. You're not going back to survival mode. You're not returning to fear. You're rising. You're expanding. You're claiming everything with your name on it. And the universe is responding with yes. Yes to wealth. Yes to overflow. Yes to joy. Yes to the life you've prayed for. Let the energy of this message sink into your soul. Let it ignite your faith. Let it expand your vision. Speak it aloud. Big wealth is on its way. I am ready. I am aligned. I am chosen. Say it as often as needed. Let it become your mantra. Let it be your vibration. Because the more you affirm it, the faster it flows. And chosen one, you don't have to chase. You don't have to beg. You are already on the receiving end of divine abundance. It's already yours. Your job now is to prepare the space. Get your heart right. Get your mind right. Clear the clutter. Make room for the miracle. Because when wealth arrives, it needs a place to land. Create the space energetically, physically, spiritually. Say goodbye to anything that no longer aligns. Close the doors that keep your energy small. Release the scarcity mindset. Embrace the truth. You are worthy of more than just enough. You are worthy of overflow. You're going to look back on this moment and realize it started here. With a whisper from the universe, with a sacred nudge, with a message that reminded you of who you are. And you'll see that everything shifted from that point on. Chosen one, the blessings ahead are bigger than what you imagined. The wealth coming is more powerful than what you thought was possible. And this is only the beginning. Let it unfold. Let it flow. Let it bless you beyond your wildest dreams. You've stepped into a realm now where what once felt like a distant dream is taking solid shape in your reality. The air around you is charged with divine momentum. You can feel it, even if you can't yet fully explain it. It's not just imagination, it's intuition. It's divine foresight whispering to your spirit that something massive is shifting on your behalf. And not just for a day, not just for a moment, but for the rest of your life. Chosen one, the wealth you're about to experience is the kind that changes everything. You've entered the stage of divine return. For all the energy you poured out in seasons of lack, you are now being compensated. Not with a trickle, but with an overflow. God is orchestrating the circumstances to bring forth the kind of abundance that touches every corner of your life. You're not just attracting money, you're attracting harmony. You're attracting the right people, the right timing, the right places, the right connections. That's the power of divine wealth. It doesn't come alone. It brings its own ecosystem. It builds its own foundation. And here's the truth that might shake you. It's already in motion. Even now, as you're reading this message, pieces are being moved in your favor. People are talking about you in rooms you haven't even entered yet. Opportunities are traveling toward you with your name on them. Someone is already preparing to offer you something that will elevate your entire life. But because you've done the inner work, because you didn't break when life tried to crush you, you are going to receive this wealth with grace and power. This is your divine inheritance catching up with you. All those years when it seemed like nothing was happening, something was happening. Your faith was building spiritual equity. Your endurance was compounding interest in the realm of favor. And now the harvest is inevitable. There's nothing you need to chase. There's nothing you need to force. This isn't about hustle. This is about alignment. And you, chosen one, are finally aligned. This wealth is not here to distract you. It's here to position you. You've carried the weight of survival for too long. You've learned how to create with almost nothing. You've grown used to stretching small blessings. But now you're about to experience what it's like to create from overflow, to dream without limits, to give without fear, to wake up and know that every need is covered, because divine provision is now your new normal. The doors you thought were closed permanently are being unlocked, not by your effort, but by divine timing. You're walking into rooms that were once locked, not because you knocked the loudest, but because your spirit was finally ready. There is something unmistakable about a soul that has done the healing, passed the tests, and stayed faithful. That kind of energy is magnetic to wealth. That kind of presence shifts everything. You're going to see things move fast. That's how divine wealth works. It builds slowly in the unseen, then manifests suddenly in the physical. One opportunity will lead to another. One message will open a new door. One person will be the key to everything you've been praying for. The momentum you're about to feel is unstoppable. And that's not just a feeling. It's confirmation. The energy around you has changed because you've changed. You no longer carry the weight of desperation. You carry the lightness of knowing. You know you're meant for more. You know you're protected. You know you're divinely guided. That kind of spiritual confidence creates a magnetic field around you that wealth cannot resist. You don't need to beg for what's yours. You simply need to be open to receive it. There will be moments soon where you'll pause in disbelief. You'll ask yourself, is this really happening? And the answer will be a resounding yes. Yes, it's your time. Yes, it's your season. Yes, this is the reward for your consistency, your resilience, your patience. You are finally stepping into what has been waiting for you all along. It's not luck, it's divine order. And the best part? You'll be able to give from this abundance. You'll be able to help others rise. You'll no longer be stuck in cycles of survival. You'll be positioned to bless others out of theirs. That's the mark of true wealth. It multiplies through you. It expands beyond you. It ripples out into your community, your family, your purpose. That's why it's coming to you. Not just for you, but because God trusts you to handle it with wisdom and purpose. You'll begin to attract the kind of wealth that reflects who you are. Wealth that honors your values. Wealth that feels peaceful, not pressured. Wealth that lets you live and give without fear. You'll no longer operate from lack, but from overflow. And with every new blessing, you'll feel more grounded, more clear, more alive. Because this wealth was made for you, tailored for your life, timed for your journey. Expect acceleration. Expect divine encounters. Expect unexpected blessings. The months ahead will not look like the ones behind you. The season of delay is over. The season of confusion is ending. What's arriving now is divine clarity, divine opportunity, divine wealth. It will feel like everything is suddenly moving in your favor, because it is. You've reached the part of your story where the tables turn. You'll notice new ideas flooding your mind. Trust them. You'll feel drawn to new environments. Follow that pull. You'll start speaking and thinking differently, more boldly, more purposefully. That's your spirit adjusting to your new frequency. You're not meant to stay where you were. You're evolving at a speed that matches the magnitude of the wealth being delivered. Stay open. Stay expectant. Stay elevated. Don't be surprised when people from your past begin to resurface. Not all of them are meant to walk with you into this new level. Some are only reminders of where you've come from. Use wisdom. Protect your energy. Remember, divine wealth needs a divine container. You are that container. Keep your energy clean. Keep your vision sharp. Guard your peace like treasure. The universe is expanding around you. Signs are showing up in numbers, in conversations, in inner nudges. Listen to them. Follow the breadcrumbs. Trust that the pieces are fitting together perfectly. Even the moments that feel confusing or uncertain are playing a role in guiding you into higher levels. Don't resist the discomfort of growth. It's evidence that you're rising. Very soon, you will be living what you once prayed for. And it will feel natural. It will feel right. That's how you'll know it's divine. Not forced, not fabricated, but fluid, graceful, powerful. And you'll look around and realize, this is the life you were always meant to live. A life of purpose, a life of peace, a life of overflow. You are not too late. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are right on time. This is your moment. This is your confirmation. Big wealth is not just on the way, it's already making its way to you faster than you think. And all you have to do now is keep showing up, keep believing, and keep receiving. Chosen one, this isn't just a new chapter. This is a whole new book. The old story has ended. The new one begins with wealth, with purpose, and with power. Let it unfold. Let it bless you. Let it change everything. There's a sacred momentum unfolding in your life now, and it's undeniable. Chosen one, the shift you feel isn't temporary. It's permanent. It's not something that will fade after a few days or weeks. It's the result of years of preparation, alignment, soul-deep healing, and unshakable belief. That belief, even when things were unclear, even when things were painful, that's what has summoned the kind of wealth that doesn't just arrive, it stays, it builds, it multiplies, and it transforms everything it touches. You've reached a frequency that wealth naturally responds to. You're not hoping for blessings anymore. You're aligned with them. You're not pleading for opportunity. You're magnetizing it. Every step you've taken, every tear you've cried, every lesson you've internalized has led to this energetic expansion. And now, you're standing under an open heaven. The kind of wealth that is assigned to you doesn't have conditions attached to it. It doesn't arrive because you're perfect. It arrives because you're aligned. There's something beautiful and powerful that happens when a chosen one no longer hides their light. And that's what you've done. You've stopped shrinking. You've stopped second-guessing. You've stopped dimming your energy to make others comfortable. That choice, that shift, it's what triggered this new wave of abundance. You've stepped into your truth. And your truth is magnetic. It's radiant. It's potent. Wealth is drawn to people who stand boldly in their purpose. And that's exactly where you are right now. You've grown past the need to explain your vision to people who were never meant to understand it. You've stopped looking for validation from people who never saw your worth. That kind of liberation frees up your energy. It clears space in your spirit. And wealth loves clean energy. Wealth flows where there is clarity, where there is purpose, where there is peace. And because you've cultivated all of that within you, you're now a powerful vessel for blessings on every level. This isn't just about having money in your account. This is about having power in your decisions, peace in your mind, clarity in your direction, and alignment in your actions. That's real wealth. The kind of wealth where you're no longer stuck in the cycles that used to drain you, where you're no longer operating from survival but from sacred strategy. Your every step is guided. Your every move is blessed. And the best part? You can feel it. You can feel something rising, something shifting, something beautiful building behind the scenes. There are divine forces moving pieces on your behalf that you don't even know about. While you rest, while you work, while you pray, angels are organizing your next big move. You've been asking for clarity. You've been seeking direction. You've wanted to know when it's going to happen. And now, here's your answer. The timing is now. The season is ripe. The portal is open. And the wealth is moving. Don't be surprised when things begin happening that seem almost too good to be true. Sudden increases. Unexpected deposits. People who just want to help you succeed. Opportunities that feel tailor-made. That's not random. That's the divine working in your favor. That's the evidence that what's been declared over your life is now manifesting in the physical world. And you deserve every bit of it. Not because you've suffered, but because you've stayed faithful. Faith in the unseen is a currency. And you've been spending that currency wisely. Every moment you chose belief over doubt, love over fear, gratitude over bitterness, you were investing in your future. And now that future is catching up with you. Chosen one, you are not being overlooked. You are being elevated. You are not being delayed. You are being delivered. And the wealth that's coming isn't just for a few months. It's for generations. This is legacy wealth. The kind that rewrites stories. The kind that ends generational curses and births generational blessings. The kind that doesn't just buy comfort, but funds purpose. You're not just going to feel richer. You're going to feel more whole. You'll have the freedom to say no to what doesn't serve you. The power to say yes to what lights you up. And the resources to bring your divine calling into full expression. Wealth in your hands will look different because your heart is different. You've been refined. You've been humbled. You've been stretched. And that's why you'll handle abundance differently. You won't hoard it. You'll use it. You won't flaunt it. You'll flow with it. And you won't fear it. You'll master it. Because you've already passed the test of character. Now you're about to experience the reward of obedience. Every encounter, every conversation, every decision you make in this season carries more weight. Not because it's hard, but because it's divinely inspired. You'll notice that your intuition is stronger than ever. That's because wealth also increases your spiritual gifts. You'll hear clearer, see deeper, feel more aligned. Because this isn't just a financial transformation, It's a full energetic upgrade. Your environment is beginning to reflect the inner shift you've made. What used to feel out of reach now feels familiar. What used to intimidate you now excites you. That's not ego, that's evolution. You're catching up with your divine design, and you're beginning to walk like someone who knows where they're going. That kind of movement creates its own gravitational pull. That kind of confidence commands abundance. People around you may not understand what's happening to you, but they'll feel it. They'll sense the glow, the calm, the power. Some will be drawn closer. Others may pull away. Let them. You're not meant to take everyone into this next chapter. Some people were only part of the preparation. But this chapter, this wealth, this expansion, it's personal, it's sacred, it's between you and the divine. Start preparing now, not from a place of anxiety, but from a place of expectation. Start organizing your ideas. Start writing your vision. Start creating the systems that will hold your blessings. Because the wealth that's coming will need structure. It will need containers, and if you build them, the universe will fill them. That's how powerful your alignment is right now. You are a walking portal of abundance. Everything you touch in this season will carry divine favor. Every idea you nurture will have the potential to flourish. Every connection you honor will elevate your life. This is what happens when a chosen one steps fully into their divine identity. The world begins to shift in response. The atmosphere adjusts, and the wealth starts flowing like a river. And here's something even deeper. You're not only receiving wealth, you're becoming it. You are the wealth. Your presence is a blessing. Your energy is medicine. Your vision is valuable. Your alignment is magnetic. That's why everything is changing. Because you've finally remembered who you are. And in doing so, you've activated your divine inheritance. So stay expectant. Stay faithful. Stay open. You don't need to force what's already promised. You don't need to prove what's already yours. You simply need to be present. Be ready. Be in position. Because wealth is not on its way anymore. It's already in the room. And all that's left is for you to receive it fully. This is only the beginning. What's ahead will astonish you. What's unfolding will empower you. And what's coming next is nothing short of miraculous. You've made it to the part of your journey where everything begins to unfold in ways that surpass your imagination. Chosen one, this isn't a season of small victories or incremental progress. This is the era of overflow, of supernatural acceleration, of dreams turning into deliverables. And it's happening now because you stayed faithful, because you stayed obedient, because you stayed in alignment when everything around you told you to give up. Now your harvest is here. This wealth, this big, beautiful, divine wealth, is not just showing up to change your lifestyle. It's showing up to change your legacy. It's showing up to reposition your name in the earth, to elevate your impact, to awaken your full potential. It's not just the reward for what you endured. It's the manifestation of what you became. You became someone who refused to fold, someone who trusted the unseen, someone who carried light even in the darkest spaces. That kind of soul is rare. That kind of heart is holy. That kind of mind attracts miracles. And because you've become that person, you've unlocked access to realms of abundance that can't be measured by numbers alone. You've opened the floodgates of divine provision, and the universe, in perfect timing, is responding to the vibration of your readiness. No longer will you live by limited expectations. You've transcended the rules that once confined you. You've broken through timelines that once restricted you. What would have taken years will now manifest in months, or even weeks. Because divine wealth doesn't play by man-made rules. It obeys the laws of alignment. And you, chosen one, are aligned. You'll find that things begin to arrive effortlessly. The clients, the calls, the contracts, the collaborators. You won't have to fight for them. You won't have to chase them. They will recognize your energy before they even hear your name. They will feel your purpose before you even say a word. Because the anointing you carry speaks louder than credentials. The light in you carries more weight than any resume. And when the wealth begins to arrive, don't shrink, don't question, don't resist. Receive, stand tall, open your hands, widen your arms, let it all come in. The wealth that's finding you now is not random. It's precise, it's sacred, it's divinely calibrated to match your frequency and fulfill your assignment. It's wealth that makes you whole, wealth that makes you wise, wealth that makes you generous without losing anything. This is the kind of wealth that restores time, that pays for all the years the locusts ate, that repairs what was broken, that replaces what was stolen, that repays what you gave in silence, in secret, in service. You're not just being rewarded, you're being restored. Fully, boldly, beautifully. There will be moments where you'll catch your breath, where you'll stop and say, "How did this happen so fast?" And the answer will be clear. You were chosen. You were marked. You were faithful. You stayed on the path. You passed the test. And now the universe is delivering everything that was written in your name before you even took your first breath. This wealth is tied to destiny. It's tied to divine timing. It's tied to divine trust. You've proven yourself, not to the world, but to the heavens. And that's why the blessings are arriving now with so much force, so much speed, so much magnitude. They're not just showing up for your comfort. They're showing up to activate your calling. You'll have more than enough to live, to give, to invest, to build. You'll become a conduit for wealth, one that multiplies it wherever you go. And the people around you will feel that energy. They'll witness your glow. They'll sense your peace. And they'll begin to believe that wealth, too, can flow to them. You will inspire. You will awaken. You will uplift. Just by being who you are. You are the proof that the universe doesn't forget, that God doesn't overlook. That preparation always leads to provision. Your life will be the evidence that belief pays off, that alignment pays off, that consistency pays off. You won't have to convince anyone. Your results will speak for you, loudly, boldly, undeniably. Chosen one. A message from heaven is coming your way. God is with you. This is not a coincidence. You didn't stumble across this message by chance. This is a divine alignment, a sacred appointment between your soul and the heavens above. Right now, there is a spiritual transmission being prepared just for you. A message carried on the wings of divine timing, infused with the energy of love, hope, and guidance, is coming your way. This isn't just any message. It's a message meant to awaken something deep inside of you. It's a reminder from the realm beyond the physical, from the dimension where all things begin. It's a divine whisper that carries with it the frequency of your next breakthrough. Chosen one, something higher is moving in your favor, and this is your confirmation. Heaven is speaking, and you are being called to listen. Stay with this message until the end. This is not just a video, it's an energetic doorway. Your presence here is evidence that something big is aligning on your path. Your steps have been guided to this moment, and the universe wants to speak to you in a way you'll never forget. Watch this all the way through, and in the comments, write your warmest wish along with the number 99. This is a sacred act of intention, a signal to the universe that you are ready, aligned, and open to receiving the miracle that is headed your way. Wishes do come true. The moment you declare your heart's desire and anchor it with belief, you give life to it. You charge the atmosphere with divine possibility, and you awaken the unseen forces that exist to support your rise. Now, chosen one, like this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, and let's begin. Chosen one, what you're about to experience is more than just a feeling. It's a shift in your reality. Something sacred has been activated within your spiritual DNA, and that activation is creating ripples in unseen realms. The divine realm has not forgotten about you. In fact, it has been preparing this moment, crafting this message, aligning circumstances and spiritual energies just so that you could arrive here and be ready. There is something being revealed to you, and though you may not see it fully yet, you can feel it. A tug in your spirit, a sense that something is near. That is your confirmation. That is your spiritual radar picking up on something massive and heavenly. That is the presence of divine energy surrounding you and preparing you to receive a message that will shift the course of your journey. You've been through seasons of silence, moments where it felt like your prayers were echoing into the void, times when you felt alone, unseen, maybe even forgotten. But the heavens were never silent. The divine realm has always been attentive. Every tear you cried, every hope you dared to whisper, every silent plea you poured out in the darkness, none of it was lost. It was heard. It was received. And now, the time has come for the answer to arrive. This message is not just information. It is transformation. It is your reassurance that you are not alone, that you are divinely protected, guided, and loved beyond measure. And most importantly, it is your sign that something is about to shift in your favor in ways you could not have imagined. There is a sacred message coming to you that will show you exactly what you need to see. It might come through a dream, a word from a stranger, an inner knowing, or a synchronicity so perfect you'll know it could only be divine. You will not have to force it. You will not have to chase it. It will arrive effortlessly, just as this message found you. You will recognize it because your spirit is already being prepared to receive it. It will feel like remembering something you always knew but had forgotten. It will come with peace. It will come with clarity. It will come with the weight of heavenly truth and the lightness of divine love, and it will change everything. What you are stepping into now is not just another phase of your life. It's a divinely orchestrated unfolding. You are being led. You are being carried. You are being guided into something so sacred, so aligned, that when it reveals itself, you'll realize why everything happened the way it did. The message that's coming to you is part of a larger divine plan, one that has been set in motion for a long time. This isn't the beginning. It's a continuation of what has always been meant for you. And though your path may have felt unclear, though the road may have twisted and turned, everything is now aligning with divine precision. This is the moment where clarity begins to bloom. You are not forgotten. You are not forsaken. In fact, heaven has been watching you closely. Every trial, every challenge, every moment of growth, it has all been seen. And it has all been used to refine you, to strengthen you, to prepare you for the very message that is on its way. This message will feel like a key that unlocks the next phase of your journey, a revelation that puts the scattered pieces of your story into alignment. You may have questioned the delays, the detours, the losses, but when this message comes, you'll see that nothing was ever lost. It was all part of the preparation. It was all building to this divine moment of understanding. Chosen one, the divine realm is speaking louder than ever before. The signs have been increasing. The nudges in your spirit have been intensifying. You are not imagining things. What you are sensing is real. What you are feeling is valid. You are being called higher. You are being summoned into your true alignment. This message from heaven will not be random. It will be the exact words, the precise energy, the perfect clarity you've been seeking. And it will find you. It will wrap around your spirit like a divine hug. It will reassure you that you are exactly where you need to be, becoming exactly who you are meant to be. You may have been waiting for answers, for signs, for confirmation. This is it. This is the signal that you are entering a season of spiritual communication, where messages from heaven will flow to you like a river. You will feel more connected, more intuitive, more aware of divine presence. And in that awareness, peace will bloom. The message will arrive at the perfect time, not a moment too soon or too late. It will bring not only reassurance, but direction. It will be both a comfort and a compass. It will settle your heart while also showing you the way forward. This is what happens when heaven opens up. The messages that flow through are not just comforting, they are empowering. They awaken your divine identity. They remind you that you were never meant to live in fear or confusion, but in faith and clarity. The message from heaven will breathe life into the areas where you felt drained. It will reawaken dreams that you thought had died. It will restore hope where there was despair. It will reignite your belief in divine timing, in miraculous outcomes, in the unstoppable power of your journey. You are being reminded now that the divine hasn't just been watching. You've been co-creating with it all along. Every step you've taken, every lesson you've endured, has been part of a larger plan. And the message that's coming will reveal that plan with such precision that your spirit will leap in recognition. You'll know that it's not just a coincidence, it's confirmation. Divine timing is real. And you are stepping into the part of your story where the heavens begin to speak clearly, where the mysteries become revelations, where the waiting turns into arrival. You're on the edge of a breakthrough that has been written in the stars for you. The message from heaven that's making its way to you isn't bound by human language or limited understanding. It transcends the mind and goes straight to the soul. When it arrives, you won't need to analyze it. You'll feel it. It will resonate so deeply that your heart will recognize it instantly. This is because it was always meant for you. Long before this moment in time, the divine blueprint of your life included this exact message. You've been unknowingly walking toward it, preparing for it, growing into the person who would be able to receive it fully. This is a soul-level awakening, and it's no small thing. When the divine chooses to speak directly to you, it means you are in alignment with a powerful shift. A chapter is closing. A new one is opening. And this message is the bridge between the two. You may feel the energy around you changing. You may notice more synchronicities, more meaningful dreams, more sudden insight. That's because you are entering a higher vibrational space where heavenly frequencies can reach you with more ease. You're tuning in. You're becoming more sensitive to the divine language of signs, feelings, intuition, and alignment. Heaven communicates in many ways, and for each chosen one, the message comes in the most personal, intimate form. Some receive it as a dream that feels more real than waking life. Others feel it as a strong sense of knowing, a truth that drops into the soul without needing proof. Some hear it in a song or a conversation or a moment of silence when the heart suddenly understands something the mind never could. However it comes to you, it will be undeniable. You will not miss it. And when it lands, you will realize that you were being guided the entire time. This is the moment you stop second-guessing your path. The message from heaven is not coming to make you question yourself more. It's coming to affirm your steps, to let you know that the way you've been feeling lately, the inner pull, the urgency, the discomfort, was not confusion, but divine movement. You've been transitioning from one season to another, and it's been stretching you. But this message is your confirmation that the stretch wasn't for nothing. You were being expanded to receive more, to hold more, to walk into more than you thought you could handle. And now, the message is going to show you why it had to happen that way. Let this settle in your spirit. The timing is perfect. Not early, not late, perfect. You might have thought you missed something or that an opportunity passed you by. But heaven doesn't operate on fear. It operates on alignment. Everything is arriving exactly when it's supposed to. This message is a divine delivery right on schedule. It carries not just comfort, but power. It carries instruction. It carries peace. It carries divine love that heals wounds you stopped talking about. This isn't just a message you'll hear. It's a message that will change you. As you walk forward in this new awareness, you'll begin to notice that your perception is shifting. Things that used to unsettle you won't carry the same weight. Confusion will begin to dissolve. A sense of inner direction will start to rise. You won't feel the need to seek outside approval the way you used to, because the message from heaven will have reminded you who you are at your core. It will realign you with your truth, and that truth will become your compass. The divine realm is calling you deeper now, not just to receive this message, but to embody it. It's not just about hearing what's being said. It's about allowing it to shape you, to build your confidence, to restore your peace, to reawaken your joy. This message is about who you are becoming, and it's letting you know that you are ready to carry more light, more wisdom, more purpose. The heavens are declaring over your life that your voice matters, your presence matters, your journey matters. You are not invisible. You are not irrelevant. You are a divine spark carrying sacred potential, and now is the time for that potential to be seen. This divine communication isn't a one-time event. It's the start of an ongoing relationship between you and the higher realms. You will begin to hear more clearly, feel more deeply, and know more surely that you are never alone. You've stepped into a space where divine guidance flows more freely, where answers come before you even ask the question, where comfort reaches you before you even speak the pain, where clarity is handed to you like a gift when you thought you had to earn it. This is a shift from striving to receiving, from confusion to clarity, from wandering to walking in purpose. You'll begin to see that the divine has always been communicating with you. The message coming now is just louder, clearer, more undeniable, because you're in a place where you can hear it. But the signs have always been there. The dreams, the gut feelings, the unexpected turns, they were all divine breadcrumbs. You've been followed, supported, guided all along. This message will make that truth unshakable in your soul. You'll start living from a place of deep spiritual confidence. You won't need to force anything. You'll know when it's right. You'll know when to move. You'll know when to rest. Because heaven will be speaking, and your soul will be listening. This is why your energy is changing, why your spirit feels stirred, why you've been sensing something you can't quite name. Because the divine message is near. It's entering your field. It's wrapping around your life like a protective force, a guiding light, a sacred map. And you don't need to do anything to earn it, only receive it. Be open, be still, be expectant, because you are about to receive divine confirmation that your journey is seen, known, and guided. The moment you receive this message, you'll feel something unlock inside of you. A memory, a truth, a forgotten dream. You'll remember why you started. You'll remember who you are. And most importantly, you'll remember who walks with you. Heaven is not sending you this message just to comfort you. It's sending it to remind you of your power, your purpose, your divine connection. You are being invited into a deeper trust, a deeper knowing, a deeper walk with the unseen but undeniable presence that's been orchestrating your path all along. Don't rush the message. Don't try to figure it all out. Just remain open. Be a vessel. Be still enough to hear. The divine speaks in whispers, not shouts. It moves through peace, not panic. And you'll know it's the message from heaven because it will land with grace. It will silence your fears. It will lift your burdens. It will anchor you in truth. And it will prepare you for what's next. You've been faithful through the silence. You've remained standing through the storms. And now, heaven is responding. The message is a response to your perseverance, a reward for your resilience, a sign that everything you've been feeling wasn't in vain. It was leading you to this very moment. Heaven has a way of speaking at just the right time. And chosen one, your time is now. You're stepping into a sacred alignment that was destined long before you ever realized what was happening. What you're feeling right now is not anxiety or confusion. It's the subtle vibration of spiritual truth settling into your soul. The message from heaven that's coming your way is unlike anything you've ever received before. It's not just a word of comfort. It's not just encouragement. It's the voice of divine wisdom, calling you into a new awareness of yourself and your destiny. And you are ready. Everything within you is beginning to respond to this divine call. Your intuition is heightening. Your sense of inner knowing is getting stronger. You are not imagining this shift. It's real. You're becoming more spiritually sensitive because your soul knows what's coming. It's preparing to receive insight that will reroute the way you see yourself and your journey. It's a holy preparation. Your spirit is being positioned to not only hear the message, but to integrate it, to carry it, to move with it, and to act on it with divine confidence. This is why you've felt the changes in your energy. You're shedding old layers. Things that used to matter no longer hold weight. Conversations, people, and places that once made you feel secure may now feel misaligned. That's not loss, it's evolution. You are evolving spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. The divine message coming your way is accelerating this transformation. You're not being abandoned, you're being upgraded. The old cannot follow you where you're going. The message from heaven will confirm what you've already been sensing deep within. You are being called into something higher, and it is finally time. You've always been connected to the divine realm. Even in your lowest moments, you were never disconnected. But now, that connection is being strengthened, intensified. The spiritual signal between your soul and heaven is becoming clearer. The static is being removed. You'll notice more clarity in your thoughts, more peace in your heart, more certainty in your steps. This isn't just because of personal growth. It's the result of divine energy moving on your behalf. The message that's coming is being sent directly to your frequency. It is coded with wisdom that only your spirit can unlock. You may not be able to explain what you're going through to others, and that's okay. This path was made for you. The message was tailor-made for your journey, your timeline, your purpose. You are not here to convince others of what you feel. You are here to trust it, to honor it, to walk with it even when it doesn't make sense to anyone else. This message from heaven is not for the crowd, it's for the chosen one. It's for you. There is power in silence, and you're learning how to listen differently. Not with your ears, but with your spirit. You're learning how to hear divine guidance through intuition, dreams, signs, and sudden clarity. These are not random. They are the language of the divine. You're being trained to understand this higher language because the message that's coming will not be written in plain text. It will be felt in the deepest parts of your being. It will bypass logic and speak directly to your destiny. You'll feel something open in you when the message arrives. It might start with a sense of deep peace, or a sudden burst of clarity, or a release of heaviness you didn't realize you were carrying. That's when you'll know. Heaven has spoken. You'll feel lighter. You'll feel aligned. You'll feel stronger. The message won't tell you what you're lacking. It will show you what you've always had. It will remind you of your divine identity, of your authority, of your power. It's a holy reminder that you are not wandering. You are walking with purpose. This is not about becoming someone new. It's about remembering who you've always been beneath the noise of the world. The divine message is pulling you back into your original design, into your truth, into your calling. That's why you're being stirred up inside, because your soul recognizes what's coming, and it's preparing to rise to meet it. You may cry, you may feel joy, you may feel an overwhelming sense of being seen and loved. these are all signs that the message is taking root. Let your faith rise. Let your heart soften. Let your spirit expand. Because when the divine speaks, creation responds. Everything around you begins to move in harmony with your breakthrough. The message from heaven doesn't just speak to you, it speaks to the universe on your behalf. It causes alignments to form, people to be positioned, opportunities to manifest, resources to appear, and suddenly, what once felt stagnant begins to move again. That's the power of divine communication. It activates everything. You're not going to have to beg for signs anymore. You're not going to feel like you're walking in the dark anymore, because the light is coming. The message from heaven is bringing illumination. It's revealing what was hidden. It's unlocking what was stuck. It's awakening what was dormant. And it's all happening now because the divine knows you are ready to step into the next level of your life. The season of wondering is being replaced by a season of knowing. You've done the inner work. You've stayed faithful. You've trusted even when you couldn't see. And now, heaven is responding. Not because you begged, but because you believed. The message that's coming will be your reward. It will carry divine timing, divine favor, divine power. It will not just confirm your next steps, it will anoint them. It will place divine energy behind your movements. You'll no longer feel like you're pushing uphill. You'll begin to flow. You'll begin to move with the wind of divine grace at your back. Chosen one, this is what your spirit has been craving. Not just answers, but alignment. Not just words, but wisdom. Not just comfort, but confirmation. The message from heaven will bring all of that and more. And once you receive it, you'll never be the same. The way you see your life, your purpose, your power, it will all shift. You'll feel like you've finally come home to yourself. Because you have. You are walking into a sacred moment. One that was always meant for you. Trust it. Receive it. Let it do what it came to do. Because this message isn't just a blessing, it's a beginning. This message from heaven has been following you, waiting for the moment your heart would be open enough to receive it. It has lingered near you in the quiet hours, stood beside you when you were breaking down, and held space for your becoming when everything around you was shifting. And now, it is closer than ever before. There is a divine intelligence at work in your life, orchestrating timing, preparing people, moving unseen pieces into place. All so that you could step into the space where this message can not only reach you, but change you from the inside out. You've always been sensitive to divine movement, even before you knew what to call it. You've always had an inner awareness, a soft voice whispering within when others couldn't hear it. That voice has kept you from danger, pulled you back from destruction, and led you into moments that defied logic. That voice is the echo of heaven, and now it's turning into a thunder. A message that once whispered is beginning to roar, not to scare you, but to awaken you. You are stepping into a moment of divine clarity that is going to flood your spirit with confidence, assurance, and direction. And once it comes, doubt will have no room left to stay. You're not here to guess anymore. You're not here to live in limbo. This divine message is going to illuminate the path in front of you. Even if you don't yet know every step, you'll have peace about the direction. That's the gift of divine confirmation. It doesn't always give you the full map, but it always gives you enough light to take the next step. And with each step, more is revealed. This is how the divine works. It teaches you to trust in motion, to grow in movement, to find your faith not just in the stillness, but in the going. And right now, heaven is sending a message to tell you that you are not going alone. You are not making these moves without guidance. You are being led by something greater than you, something that has seen every detail of your life and still chooses you for more. You are being invited into co-creation with the divine, The message is not just for your comfort, but for your commissioning. You are being prepared to build, to lead, to speak, to create, to rise. You've been in the cave, in the shadows, in the preparation zone. But now, heaven is calling you forward. This is why the journey has been so intense. You've had to be shaped. You've had to be strengthened. You've had to release things that no longer served your highest good. It wasn't to hurt you. It was to position you. Because the message coming to you now requires a new level of capacity. And heaven wouldn't deliver something you weren't ready for. So trust that everything you've been through was not in vain. It was all necessary preparation for this sacred moment of divine communication. The message from heaven is going to feel like a wave of truth washing over you. It may not come in a loud or dramatic way. It might be a quiet realization, a peaceful inner shift, a subtle alignment. But don't underestimate its power. Some of the most life-changing divine messages arrive wrapped in stillness. They land without noise, but carry the weight of destiny. They may not change your surroundings instantly, but they change your understanding. And that shift is the catalyst for every other transformation that follows. You are about to remember why you are here. The message will remind you of your mission, your divine contract, the reason your soul chose this path. It will awaken what the world tried to bury in you. It will reignite the fire that doubt tried to smother. You are not here by accident. You are not living some random life. You are divinely placed, divinely guided, and divinely protected. The message from heaven is going to make that truth undeniable. And as it comes, you'll begin to recognize how divinely orchestrated everything has been. The detours, the delays, the disappointments, they were not failures. They were reroutes. You were not being denied. You were being redirected to something better. And now, the message is coming to show you what that better looks like. It will clarify everything. The emotional weight, the spiritual pressure, the moments of silence, it will all make sense. This is the power of divine timing. It waits until you're ready to understand, and then it opens the floodgates. When this message reaches your soul, something within you will finally exhale. The tension will release. The inner turmoil will calm. The questions that haunted you will begin to dissolve. Not because you suddenly know everything, but because you've received what you needed most: assurance. Divine assurance that you're not alone, that you're not lost, that everything is still unfolding exactly as it should. And from that place of assurance, faith can flourish. You won't need to strive the way you did before. You won't need to prove yourself. Because once the message lands, you'll remember. You are already chosen. You are already seen. You are already aligned. This is not about becoming worthy. It's about recognizing that you always were. The message is going to cut through the noise of your self-doubt and reveal the truth that's been buried beneath layers of fear. You are enough. You are equipped. You are ready. And as you begin to embody this message, everything will begin to shift. Your energy will rise. Your presence will deepen. Your discernment will sharpen. You will see through illusions. You will recognize divine timing in motion. You will trust your inner voice more fiercely than ever before. Because it won't just be your voice, it will be the echo of heaven within you, reminding you of who you are and what you're here to do. There is no more waiting for external permission. This message will mark the end of hesitation. It will empower you to move with boldness, knowing that your steps are divinely backed. Doors will begin to open, not because you forced them, but because the energy within you has changed. You've aligned. You've tuned in. You've remembered. And the universe always responds to remembrance. The people meant for you will begin to appear. Opportunities that seemed out of reach will start making their way to you. The timing of things will feel effortless. This is not magic. It's manifestation aligned with divine instruction. The message from heaven will activate what's been sleeping in your spirit. and that activation will magnetize everything you need to walk in purpose, to live in overflow, to stand in your divine identity. Let the message settle into your soul like rain into dry earth. Let it nourish you. Let it awaken seeds of potential that have been waiting for this very moment to bloom. Let it remind you that you are not here just to survive. You are here to thrive, to lead, to heal, to awaken others. And it all starts with this moment of divine clarity that is making its way into your life right now. Chosen one, the heavens are speaking, and they are speaking to you.